Looking live outside, despite those blue skies, we got rain in the forecast pretty much all week long. The question is it going to help with the drought? I mean, how much do we need?
Probably more than we got would be my guess. But
yeah.
Senior Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Chris Bianchi is here. Chris, better than nothing. And it wasn't just like one day that we've been seeing. This is going to stretch for several days this week.
Yeah, and the answer to the question here, it's like a Facebook relationship status. It's complicated, right? You remember that back in the day? It is complicated, but we'll break down the complication for you. First of all, you've probably heard the good news. Hey, we'll take it. Whether it's water, whether it's solid, we want the water, and we will get some starting here on Thursday and really into Friday. We have the potential to get a half-inch of rain. Why does that matter? We've not had a half-inch or more of rain from a single storm since September the 23rd. That's more than 7 months that we've had a storm like that. So it's been a while, but you go back to the start of October, we've had about 2 inches of water, and that includes snow equivalent total precipitation. We're at about a 3-inch gap in Denver, and that's pretty equal across places like Fort Collins and Boulder and Colorado Springs. So we're at about a 3-inch gap, right? Third driest, October the 1st through April the 26th on record. So if you factor that in and you factor the average monthly precipitation averages over the next couple of months, we roughly need about 10 inches of precipitation between now and the end of August to get back to average, or about a foot of rain between now and the end of September. For a little context, we average about 14 to 15 inches of rain precipitation per year in the Denver area. So we got to get a pretty good amount of moisture between now and the end of the summer, which is typically our wet season. But as I mentioned, it's a little complicated. Here's the reason why. Let's say we get that here in Denver. But that might not get rid of those drought restrictions, because you look at the mountains, that's where we get all our water from. So if you're looking for easing of those drought restrictions, unfortunately, the way the mountains get their summertime moisture is very different from the way we get it here in Denver. Monsoon, severe weather in May and June. That's how we typically get our water here along the Front Range. The mountains, though, is typically more monsoon storms. So while in Denver we may make up ground, that probably doesn't mean we're going to ease those drought restrictions anytime soon. So the good news is we're getting some water. The bad news is probably not going to make much of a dent in the drought here at Kim and Phil.
It's complicated.
Hence, it's complicated.
It's great, Chris.
Status unknown.
Status unknown.
Okay.